Yes, it's Wednesday, June 1st, 2022. Coming up on the program today, TikTok's preeminent transgender demisexual self-identifying wolf lady is back. Plus, satanically masturbating to Marilyn Manson, shitting in the fitting room, and sending a sheep to a maximum security prison. All this today. Distorted View Daily proudly presents Alexis K. Tyler on pedophiles.
You got a lot of these older men that you see fucking women and walk in the street with their pants hanging, with the bandana and the short, the hat turned to the back and the goddamn white beat on and shit, that really is fascinated and mesmerized by a big young dick. So they be looking at them damn teenage boys getting off the damn school bus and looking at them teenage boys that don't fucking go to school, that you ain't paying no attention to because you worry about your career and your job and getting your hair fixed and your fucking nails did and what club you gonna go to. Your good looking young fine black boy with the dreads hanging down, the pants hanging down, with the two big ass goddamn briefs, shorts hanging over them. They looking at them young boys and they fantasizing, boy, how much money do I have to peel off, or how I'm gonna reel him in so I can put my dick in his young hot round black ass. Yeah, they want to turn his ass into a boy pussy. They want to bend him over and they want to motherfucking bitch slap him and hoe fuck him and have him treating him just like a damn woman.
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
Hi, Galileo 2333.
Short top, long tail. Short top, long tail.
Well, I really like shortbread.
It's amazing. Beta! Excuse me.
Yes, Tim Henson back here with you for the Wednesday edition of DV. Got a good one for you. It's June 1st. It's Pride Month. Everything is sunshine, rainbows, and analingus. I don't know what the gays are into right now. What's the hot, trendy sex act? I think it has something to do with armpits, and I am out. I'll take ass licking over feet and armpits any day. Speaking of gays, Lord Douche and I just came to the realization that we're like gay Karens. Not me so much, him. First of all, so we have mice in our house because, we're trashy like that, living in filth. I don't know what the hell's going on. But so we got these mouse traps that are catch and release. They basically capture the mice, and the idea is you're supposed to just then go outside and let them out. But you can't let them out of the backyard because they'll just turn right around and run back into the house. These things cost $4, right? It's this little plastic thing. The mouse runs in, starts eating the food, and then the door behind it shuts. We've caught 3 mice in this thing now. And the last time, the mouse, the little tenacious fucker, actually chewed through the plastic and got out. Now, we've had this thing, like I said, we've caught 3 mice with it. We've had it for a month or 2. Lord Douche was like, we should return that. They should give us our money back. And I'm like, you can't return a used mouse trap because a mouse chewed through it. Plus, it's $4. I had a fight with him over this. He's a very thrifty individual. I just throw my money around like, I'm goddamn Elon Musk. Yeah, I'll drop another $4 for a mouse trap. No skin off my sack. I mean, I'm not rich, obviously, but I can afford $4 to buy a new mouse trap. I figured it did its job. It caught 1 or 2 mice. And ultimately, it was our fault because we saw that there was a mouse. It caught the mouse, and we didn't want to drive all the way to the park, a couple miles down the road to release it because it was so late. So we're like, we'll wait until the morning. Well, the mouse had other ideas. The mouse had plans. It wanted out. So, Lord Douche was going to make a big stink about that at the Menards. We were going to go to the store and he was going to demand his money. Thankfully, cooler heads, me, prevailed. In other gay Karen news, we are filing a lawsuit against Spectrum Cable. I don't even want to get into it right now because I feel like who wants to hear about someone upset with the cable company? Long story short, we use a TiVo. We're one of the last people on the face of the fucking earth that actually paid for a TiVo DVR. The reasoning behind it is, you get a DVR with your cable company. Most of you probably don't even know what a cable company is. You just watch fucking YouTube and Netflix. This is an old queen bitching and complaining about antiquated shit. Yeah, the cable company screwed us over. Anyway, so the reason why we have this, our own DVR that we paid for is because we switch services a lot. And, when you get your DVR through Spectrum, if you end service with them, you got to return the DVR. And, you can't use it when you switch to a different cable provider. And we have, tons and tons of shit that we save on our DVR. We record way more than we ever watch. So we thought, okay, well, it's better to own it ourselves. And so in order to be able to actually get television service on these TiVo boxes, the cable company is supposed to provide some equipment. One of those things being a cable card, which is a hard electronic card that plugs into your TiVo. And then there's some tuning adapter equipment and shit. It never fucking worked. I mean, it worked for a couple months, and then I think October or November of last year, it stopped working. Since, absolutely no one uses these cable cards or TiVo, Spectrum is totally clueless. Anyone you get on the phone doesn't know what the fuck's going on. A cable what? Is that like a box? A cable card? No, a cable card. They'll send technicians over, but they don't have replacement stuff like cable. They don't have they didn't bring a cable card. You have to actually order it. Look, this has been going on since, again, October. Several months into this debacle, Lord Douche was like, we're not paying our cable bill anymore. Fuck this shit. They're going to have to credit our account. And that's happened a few times. Spectrum continues to dick us around and not provide service. This last time they were like, no, we're not giving you any more credits. You got to pay your bill, motherfucker. And we were like, pay our bill? What? For what service? You're not providing what you're supposed to. Lord Douche was on the phone with Spectrum every day for hours. We got absolutely nowhere. We were running around in circles. I wanted to record some of these phone calls for the show. We didn't get anywhere until we filed a complaint with the FCC and the Ohio Attorney General. Oh, that's when Spectrum started to pay attention. That's when they wanted to work with us. Well, initially, we may have got a little greedy because we were like, hey, we want our bill zeroed out. We want to terminate the fucking service altogether, and we don't want to pay anything. And also, we feel like you should pay for our DVR, our TiVo, because we bought it to use with Spectrum. You told us we could, and you're not able to provide service. So we've got this box that does absolutely fucking nothing now, and it's all your fault. And they came back with, all right, look, there's absolutely no way we're going to pay for your TiVo, but you want your bill zeroed out. I think our bill at that point was up to $600. Let me just, write these notes in the computer. I'll talk to my supervisors about everything, and I'll contact you in a day or so. And sure enough, he did, and then was like, we can only give you a credit of $450. Basically leaving us on the hook for $150. Now, you may say, well, that's pretty good, right? You're getting most of that bill wiped away. But that wasn't good enough for us. We told them, look, after making us chase you down, be on the phone for hours at a time every day, technicians coming to the house unprepared without equipment, ordering stuff for us that never comes. Again, 6-8 months worth of headaches. We just want the whole thing. We want to be done with this. So we said, no, that's not good enough. And they said, all right, well, that's pretty much it. That's our final offer. You're fucked. And that just made us even more upset because now this whole thing could have been resolved, but they won't fork over, or not even fork over. They don't have to do anything. They just have to credit the account an additional $150. They're not willing to do that. They want to continue this. So now we're going to court. I mean, I don't know if that's petty on our part, if it's stupid, if we should have just took the $450 credit and paid the rest. Again, this is just for television. We don't, it's not like we also were using internet. Our internet provider is someone else. So it's not like we were even getting partial service, right? So fuck Spectrum. I'm so glad we at least live in a town where there are multiple cable providers. So we have a little bit of an option. Then, on top of it all, and I'm sorry this is taking so long, I just have to vent. You may remember a car fell from the sky onto a couple of our vehicles. Well, Lord Douche's cars. One of Lord Douche's cars was at a lot, right? Because it wouldn't start. The back is all fucked up. It's been in the lot now for like 13 or 14, but basically 2 weeks. The insurance companies are like, that's not our problem. You chose to have that towed. We ain't paying. We had to go to the tow place today and get his car out of the lot and pay hundreds of dollars. Now, so in theory, maybe that may be reimbursed. But again, Lord Douche is going to have to get lawyers involved. It's unbelievable because I've said this before and I'll say it again. I don't care. I know I sound like a broken record. I apologize, but it is insane that these cars that were hit were in our driveway. They weren't on. They were parked. There's no way it could be our fault. Nothing has happened as far as like repairs of either car. They're still investigating the matter. Just look at the goddamn picture. You've all seen it. There's a car that's not ours that fell on top of a... Good fucking grief. I'll tell you, it's not a great start to Pride Month. I guess that's enough of me bitching. People always email me saying, you need to talk about your personal life more. We want to know what's going on with you. Well, this is what's going on. Litigation on multiple fronts. Does anyone know how to contact Johnny Depp's lawyers? I need to get them working on my case. They're very good. They won. Johnny Depp won that lawsuit. I don't know if it was because of Johnny Depp's lawyers or if it was because Amber Heard's lawyers were so fucking incompetent. Regardless, please, freaks, get me in contact with some good attorneys. All right, it's not just homosexuals who are celebrating this month. No. It's officially the start of summer, and one Utah in particular is looking forward to it.
About to have an autistic boy summer right here. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean.
Oh, I know what you mean. Summer's gonna be kind of like a milkshake. That's right, our very own Reymon 14/Reymon 20 is still around producing quality entertainment. He's left YouTube pretty much entirely. His social media of choice is TikTok, of course. Yeah, TikTok and Instagram is where you can find Reymon. Any last words, Reymon?
We have to enter the mad dog equation.
Right. Glad to see he's doing well. Slapplebags in the Discord found that video of Reymon. Meanwhile, Tim T found us a new TikTard. I'm pretty sure this is just another woman with a mental disorder. She believes she's a wolf?
Hello, TikTok. My name is Naya Okami, and on all levels except physical, I am a wolf. I am back.
I'm sorry, wasn't Okami a video game about a dog or wolf or something? Is that where she got her name?
I've had a couple people ask, is this really you? Yep, it's me.
She does do a pretty good howl.
The howl helps prove it.
I'm not really sure why she's on TikTok. Most of her videos, she just says the same thing over and over.
On all levels except physical, I am a wolf.
Next one she posted 6 hours ago. Let me guess. On all levels except physical, you're a wolf.
Happy Pride Month, TikTok.
Oh, happy Pride Month.
I am transgender. I am omniromantic, demisexual, and polyamorous.
No.
Yay.
It's one of those people who have like a laundry list of hashtags detailing their gender. Hashtag transgender. That's not enough. She's also omniromantic, demisexual, polyamorous. Oh, and by the way, in all forms except physical, she's a wolf. Well, I have some great news. There is a link on her TikTok profile to a website, Naya's Den. You can learn a little more about her from her homepage. Despite mainly being known for my presence in the alter-human community, I'm most proud of my work investigating individuals who do harm to animals and children, resulting in the conviction of individuals involved in child and animal sexual abuse. Well, that's noble, right? I'm also an early advocate of the neurodiversity movement. She's like, I'm one of the first autistic people ever. I'm one of the main people responsible founding Autistic Pride. Oh, so she's also autistic. Add that to her list of things that make her unique. All right. I speak about autism spectrum disorder. Additionally, I advocate for LGBTQ rights in my home state of Georgia. That is one productive wolf. Can I get a howl for Miss Naya Okami? Oh, that's awful. Naya, can you teach me how to howl properly? Ooh. See, I was going too hard. I was going, oh. No, you got to go, oh. It's not good either. Oh, that's better. On all levels except physical, I'm Wolf too. I'm Alpha, bitch. Ow! I'm the leader of the pack. Get in line. Ow! I must say, you freaks are really coming through with submissions of disturbed people you want me to feature. Purple Haze has found the #1 Manson fan. Not Charles Manson, Marilyn Manson. He wears a lot of face makeup. He is walking around shirtless, and he's making some disturbing noises in this video titled Super Hot Manson Love.
I'm so turned on right now. I'm drunk.
You know, this might not even be a guy. I assumed it was because he's shirtless. Now I'm wondering.
I'm drunk.
Kind of sounds like a woman.
And I'm horny.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, baby, yeah. Oh.
Now this person is off cam doing something.
Oh. I bet you wonder what I'm doing right now, yeah.
I can take a guess.
Oh, yeah. Damn, I love you, Mr. Manson. You have freed my sexual soul. You've given me power. You and me are gonna fuck. It's inevitable. We're gonna fuck, sexy lover.
Videos like this infuriate me. This guy has a picture of Marilyn Manson on his door. He is now pressing himself up against the picture and the door, and you really get a good look. Now the lights are on. I can see that this guy is shirtless. Also, he is wearing pants, but they're sagging down. I see a good, 4 or 5 inches of ass crack. When he turns around, you can see his pubic area. His cock is covered up by a tiny sock. I know if I posted a video of this, me commenting, doing what I'm doing right now. If I posted this on YouTube, my video would get flagged. I'd get in trouble. I'd get a content strike. Even though this video is from YouTube. That's what fucking pisses me off about that stupid service.
I can't tell you how turned I am right now, and I'm a little drunk.
I'm looking at this guy. Now I'm thinking that it is a trans person because he's got those marks under his tits. Like, where he used to have boobs and they went in and deflated them.
I've been in the bathroom in 3 hours, so my bladder's fucking...
I'm sorry. Hold on here. I got too distracted by the trans tit thing. What are you saying?
I'm drunk.
Drunk.
I haven't gone to the bathroom in 3 hours, so my bladder's fucking full. I'm in so much pain right now.
What the hell am I watching?
Peeing. I love the pressure on the bladder. Oh gosh, I wonder how long I can hold it. I want you to tie me up, Mr. Manson.
I don't know if Marilyn Manson would be into you. Above this person's belly button is a tattoo that reads 666.
I've been bad.
You know, like the Monster energy drink.
Me in the bad girl room.
Wait, you're a girl? Wait a second. You're still calling yourself a girl? I don't know what's going on. I'm so confused.
It's been bad. Put me in the bad girl room. Spread eagle me up against the wall.
Ugh.
Sing into my microphone. Oh, yeah, see that.
Oh, that's what's covering this person's dick or clit. It's like a microphone filter. Or maybe it's just a microphone stuck in the pants.
I'm so wet right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Maybe the microphone is in this person's pussy, assuming they do have a pussy. I don't want to make assumptions here, but, there's a microphone sticking out of something. There's scars on the tits.
Goddamn bitch. I want you to take this belly of mine, and I want you to make it much bigger.
Yeah, she's also, they're big belly.
So you could show that you have control over me and power over me, Mr. Manson.
There is so much going on here.
Me and power over me, Mr. Manson. The bigger my belly gets, the more control you have over me.
All right, I got to make her today's featured image and chapter artwork. I don't know if it's a problem or not. Again, I needed someone to decipher what the hell I'm looking at.
I sold my soul to Satan a long time ago.
Audio is kind of hard to hear there, but this person is saying they sold their soul to Satan a long time ago. Music to Marilyn Manson's ears, no doubt. Not really sure what he or she did there. She just slammed her hands up against the door. Oh, now they're drooling. We're not even halfway through this video. I have to see what else is on this channel. Here's another video. This is called Turned On. Oh. Holy fuck. All right. Then she points to Marilyn Manson's picture again on that same door.
That's Marilyn Manson.
Right.
I'll always be turned on by him.
Oh, no, not again. And she's making out with the picture. Audio's a little more crispy in this version. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. If you want to check this out for yourself, of course, you can go to the Discord. That's where someone posted this. But on YouTube, they are known as Mini Manson. According to the YouTube description of this channel, all hail Lucifer and Marilyn Manson. I'm Andrew Paul Roach. Well, Jesus Christ, I had this all wrong. Earlier in the previous video, they were referring to themselves as a woman. I don't know. Andrew says I'm an entertainer, comedian, and musician. I love my fans, but realize that I am human. I am sensitive and creative and emotional. Please enjoy what I created. 666. Let me just say, I love what you created. I'm going to need to see way more of it. Thank you so much, Purple Haze. Actually, Purple Haze says, the #1 Manson fan, get this guy on the show. Please, Timmy. Maybe I can interview him on an upcoming live stream, Nocturnal Transmission or something. All right, real quick, before we get into the news, I've got one more clip. This is a customer confrontation at a Planet Smoothie / Cold Stone Creamery. Customers are arguing with employees because they want their damn smoothie, but employees are saying that the store is closed.
And for you to act like a little dickhead and do that kind of shit to me?
This is an interesting way to go about getting your smoothie. He is not killing them with kindness here.
And for you to act like a little dickhead and do that kind of shit to me?
If we look at the cameras,
if
we look at the cameras and you come in at 8:30, what's gonna happen?
Employees are arguing that at 8:30 the store is closed. That's when these people arrived. The only reason the doors weren't locked is because there were still customers enjoying their smoothies, people who ordered before 8:30.
And do that kind of shit to me?
If we look at the cameras,
if
we look at the cameras and you come in at 8:30, what's gonna happen?
I came in at 8:29.
You did not serve our systems and our phones. I walked out at 8:30.
I'm sorry, the customer's defense isn't valid here. Whether he walked in at 8:30 or 8:29 or even 8:28. If you see that the store closes at 8:30, you're really going to make these people make you a fucking smoothie? Come on. If you walked through at 8:15, okay. 8:20 even. But anything after like 8:25, really? They're closed. Come on.
Our systems and our phones. I walked out at 8:30 because I'm making ice cream.
Listen.
I came out to finish up my customers and you walked out. We told you you were closed.
You had us waiting in line.
We can't lock customers in. We physically can't.
I like people who just sort of make up their own rules. If the door's not locked, you can't refuse a service. Yeah, that's not how that works.
But we were all busy. The line was all the way at the end.
By the way, the clock right now reads 8:42, so this argument has been probably going on for 10 minutes or so.
The line was all the way at the end.
There's a sign on the door that says exactly what time we open, exactly what time. You came at 8:30 on the dot because
still,
it's
one fucking minute.
Yeah, but we want to go home.
That's fine, but this because if we let you in, we let everybody in.
We let you in at 8:30 on the dot.
My daughter, who is 4 years old,
here from Michigan, this is their first time.
You're gonna deny my 4-year-old daughter some Cold Stone Creamery? Listen to what it's hard to understand, of course, because everyone is talking on top of one another. But this woman said she has a 4-year-old. They're from Michigan. They just want some Cold Stone Creamery. If I was the employee, I would actually probably give the 4-year-old some ice cream, knowing that Cold Stone Creamery always causes diarrhea. And that drive back to Michigan is going to be stinky, messy, and generally unpleasant for the parents cleaning up all that diarrhea in the back seat.
You guys can leave, because we can call the cops if you want, honestly. All right. You want him? Excuse you. You want him?
The angry husband keeps pointing at one of the teenage employees that's male. I guess he wants to fight him over ice cream. That's like the least masculine thing I've ever heard. You ain't giving me my chocolate swirl ice cream with sprinkles. I'm gonna beat the fuck out you.
You're the only guy that we have.
You're a grown-ass man.
Are you serious?
Seriously.
Excuse you. You can leave, sir. We can really call the cops. You're gonna threaten a kid?
I want my tutti frutti ice cream, man. I came from Michigan. Come on.
A minor.
You're gonna get fired.
I'm not going anywhere.
You're gonna get fired.
You're not going anywhere. That's fine. What are your names?
Well, he's a hard ass. All right, well, there you go. Confrontation at the Cold Stone. And with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist and the fucked up news. If you guys like Distorted View Daily, please consider supporting the show by becoming a member of the Sideshow. That is DV's member site where you gain full access to the entire archive of programs. More importantly, every week we do brand new exclusive shows just for paying freaks. Yesterday was a great Sideshow exclusive episode, and I'll be doing another one tomorrow. Sign up right now so you don't miss a thing. Superfreaksideshow.com. All major credit cards and PayPal accepted. If you happen to use Spotify or Apple Podcasts to listen to Distorted View, got great news. You can now sign up for Sideshow access right in those apps. Just a few taps. In the case of Apple Podcasts, you can use Apple Pay. You can start listening to all of the new exclusive episodes of DV that way. For more information, check out DistortedView.com and SuperFreakSideshow.com. And don't forget, there is an additional way to help support this podcast. We've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/DistortedView. You can pledge as little as $1 over there. Every little bit helps. So thank you to all of my patrons. And of course, you Sideshow freaks, you are the reason this show continues. All right. First story we have for you comes from the great state of, say it with me,
our most fucked up state.
Actually, we have multiple Florida stories. I'm going to see how many we can get to and how quickly we can do it in a Florida speed round. First up, Stuart, Florida. A Martin County high school student will face administrative discipline for wearing a full Scream costume. You know, the mask from Scream. Also, he had a knife with him. Now, look, there's been a lot of issues at schools recently. School shootings, scary attacks. Maybe now is not the best time for a Scream-inspired prank. One where you're waving weapons around in students' faces. Yeah, students got on a bus to find the student wearing a full scream outfit, deputies said. A student resource officer removed the student. When deputies searched the student's bag, a fake knife was found. So he wasn't really waving the knife. He was just, it was a costume. He thought it was Halloween or something. The student told deputies he thought it would be funny. You missed the mark on that one. The student didn't violate any criminal statutes, but will face discipline from the school district. In light of the devastating school massacre in Texas, we're urging all parents to speak with their children about the emotional fragility and concerns of others. Basically, don't be a dipshit. Second story from Florida.
I'm a fucked up state!
A Lakeland man was arrested Friday after committing an obscene act in a Treasure Island clothing store. It's Treasure Island, Florida. Treasure Island police said that Gary Peter Bush, 69. Are you kidding me? I had to double check. This is from a reputable news source, like a local news outlet. His name is Peter Bush, and his age is 69. Nice. He exposed himself near the fitting rooms of a store on Gulf Boulevard Friday morning. The store's manager saw Bush undress and expose himself before he defecated on the store's floor. Kind of like the cherry on top. Yeah, you see that dick? You like it? No? You're telling me to put it away? All right, well, I'll just shit on your floor. Cherry on top of a shit sundae. The arrest document said that after making a mess on the store's floor, the suspect used a shirt to wipe himself. And it wasn't his own shirt. The shirt off the rack. Bush was later detained by police and told officers that he went to the store to get clothes or toilet paper or both and returned to get more. I don't know what it is. The shirts at this store are so absorbent. It's got to be the equivalent of like a 5-ply toilet paper. It's like my anus is resting on a cloud. Bush was later detained by police, and he told officers that he went to the store to get clothes, and he returned to get more. That's his entire defense. What about the exposing yourself and shitting on the floor? The manager identified the man as the suspect after he was in custody. Bush faces charges for exposure of sexual organs and criminal mischief. And we're not done with Florida yet.
Florida, our most fucked up state.
All right, a very busy weekend for Florida man and Florida woman. Something fishy was apparently going on in Sebastian on Tuesday. Oh, this was the last Tuesday. And a police officer caught himself 2 suspects. I guess it's like a fishing analogy there. He caught himself 2 suspects. Something fishy was going on. Well, it all started with a witness near Riverview Park on Indian River. The witness looked out towards a fishing dock and found a pair in their birthday suits. So it was a couple completely naked. They were fucking. According to both arrest reports, the reportee of the incident indicated that she observed the defendant's penis during the course of the 2 having sex. So he must have dismounted at some point, maybe switching positions. She called the police officer who positioned himself to confirm her observations. The couple going at it, Timothy Wendell and Ashley Fuller. The officer responding said, "Upon my arrival, I observed the defendant and co-defendant engaged in intercourse as they were on the fishing dock exposed to the public." The report also stated that Ashley was on top, so she was maybe riding cowgirl or reverse cowgirl. She also appeared to be very intoxicated. Quote, "I observed alcohol bottles on scene during the incident. I could smell the odor of an alcoholic beverage emitting from the defendant's person." Meanwhile, for her sex partner, Timothy Wendell, he was in possession of alcohol during my contact with him. He also appeared to be very intoxicated with slurred speech and a strong odor of alcohol emitting from his person. Again, that's from the police report. Both were taken into custody and charged with breach of the peace and disorderly conduct, which is a misdemeanor. Both were booked Tuesday evening. The judge released Ashley of Sebastian, Florida, on her own recognizance. As for the guy, his bond was set at $500 and he's still in jail. Like it's all his fault or something. Come on. It takes 2 to tango, baby. Well, there you go. That's what's happening in Florida. Can you tell it's summer, baby? Let's see what's happening elsewhere in the world, specifically Africa. I don't know exactly where in Africa. Africa's a big continent, although we pretty much just treat all of Africa as one place. We do, we sort of like assume all of Africa is the same. Lions and plains and giraffes and shit. Huts and primitive people. Is that my white prejudice showing? Should I be thinking of Africa differently? I mean, if I stop intellectually, I have to think, there's a lot of different climates. It's a big continent. And then there's different countries with different socioeconomic and geopolitical. I'm just trying to use big words here. All these different African countries are different, I'm sure. But, when you think about Africa, you think of Africa as one thing. What I'm saying is I'm just as racist as our favorite Virginian singer. Ting. All right. Now for the news story. A sheep was arrested. All right. This is obviously one of the less developed countries in Africa where this happened. People arresting sheep. A sheep was arrested and sentenced to 3 years in prison after killing a woman in Africa. Again, this is a legit news site. This is not like Weekly World News or something. The sheep was arrested in South Sudan earlier this month. I have heard of that country before after attacking a woman who later died from her injuries. I feel like if that would have happened here in the United States, an animal gets loose, attacks a person, kills them, that animal is immediately put to death or put down. That begs the question, so what is the more advanced nation here? The country who just kills an animal for being a wild animal? Or one that shows a little bit of mercy? Lets the animal live after doing a few years in prison. The ram attacked by hitting her ribs, and the old woman died immediately. That's according to Police Chief Major Elijah Maber. Our role as police is to provide safety and separate fights. The ram was apprehended and currently under custody at a police station. The animal was apprehended and taken to a local jail where it was found guilty of murder and sentenced to 3 years in a military camp. What's it going to do there? The owner is innocent, and the ram is the one who perpetrated the crime, so it deserves to be arrested. Then later on, the case shall be forwarded to a customary court where the case can be handled. The local court has also ruled that the owner of the sheep has to pay the victim's family 5 cows as compensation. Seems reasonable. Well, now I don't know who the more advanced nation is. The same country who's showing mercy on a wild animal is making the victim of a death be paid in cows. The whole world is screwed up. Final story we have for you today. Let's bring it back home to the great U.S. of A., specifically Nebraska. One person is arrested after police say he went door to door with a chainsaw and argued with a homeowner. See, when I read that first line, I thought he was going door to door to various neighbors and just arguing with everyone. And typically, whoever has the chainsaw wins the argument. It's like rock, paper, scissors, except chainsaw wins everything. Unless you've got like a semi-automatic or something. And a lot of people in Nebraska do, so you never know who's going to win the fight. According to Omaha police, officers were sent to the area of 45th and Woolworth for a disturbance. Allegedly, a person was going door to door with a chainsaw in an attempt to make money. So it was a door-to-door situation. What was he going to do with the chainsaw? I guess the obvious answer is whatever needs to be done using a chainsaw. You need some branches cut down? I'm your man. You got a dead body in the basement? Too big to transport? I'll cut that big fat fucker up. I feel like this guy, it somehow inherited a chainsaw or found a chainsaw laying out by the trash or something. And he was like, holy shit, I'm sitting on a gold mine here. Got this working chainsaw? How can I make money with it? I'll just go door to door. According to Omaha police, officers were sent to the area of 45th and Woolworth for a disturbance. Apparently, the guy was going door to door in an attempt to make money. Police say a homeowner confronted the person and an argument followed. The suspect allegedly threatened the homeowner, again with the chainsaw, and the homeowner began to chase the suspect. Wait a second. The guy with the chainsaw is being chased? He's not the one doing the chasing? Why is the chainsaw guy a suspect? It sounds like the homeowner is the asshole here. The guy didn't even have the chainsaw for that long. The suspect, again, I don't think he should be considered a suspect here. The suspect allegedly dropped the chainsaw while being chased, and he was tackled near the Holy Cross Church. All right, so now this guy is hurt. He's being tackled. Police say the suspect was attempting to enter Holy Cross to get away from the citizen chasing him. He had no intent to cause harm to anyone in Holy Cross, according to the police. Police later allegedly found the suspect with several drug pipes in his possession. Oh, okay. The suspect, identified by police as Stephen Buffano, 20, was arrested for disorderly conduct and possession of drug paraphernalia. I guess we don't know enough about the argument, but it sure seems like the homeowner is at least a little guilty here of something. He's the one that initiated the chase. He made it physical, right? He tackled the guy. I don't know. A little bit of the blame goes to the homeowner. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Wednesday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Love to hear from you, freaks, and there are many ways to contact the show. Show at DistortedView.com. I'm all over social media, at DistortedView on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook.com/DistortedViewShow. Don't forget, we've got that new YouTube channel looking for 1,000 subscribers. We're about 300 away. We're slowly but surely reaching our goal. It's a new YouTube channel. We just started this thing back in April, so we're doing pretty well. Thank you so much to everyone who is subscribing and liking the videos and commenting. It really does mean a lot to me, and the more you guys interact and participate, the more I will post over there. Again, if you want to subscribe, there's a link on the main navigation bar over there at DistortedView.com. All right, let's check in with a few freaks here. Yes, caller. We've got some patrons.
Oh, hey, Tim. It's Great Big Pete. I'm just calling to let you know that I love you, and I've been listening to your show, and it's really funny.
Thank you.
I'm sitting here with Bonk. That's B-O-N-K, not donk, like you said. Stupid. Get it right, Tim.
Well, now it's donk, so it's stuck with me now.
All right, your new name is Donk.
You know what, Tim? You're responsible for Donk's transition surgery that they had to undergo in order to make this happen. So I hope you feel good about that. We're going to be sending you the invoice. We just need your home address.
Did I play this call on yesterday's episode?
Your
Sounds kind of
social
familiar.
Security number.
Oh, yeah, I did that because I gave out ridiculous social... Okay, sorry about that. Next up here.
Hey, Tim. This is Bonji Villa.
Bonji!
Yeah, that butt dial, that was me. It wasn't a butt dial, but sadly...
Oh, yes. So Bonji called in. Let me see if I can play a little bit of this. It was something weird. Some crazy guy was talking, it sounded like. What was it? Yeah, hold on here.
It's, then I figured out later, it's my brother's game. All right, 18 passes from the fourth dimension.
This guy's calling, talking about the fourth dimension, and so I guess Bonji is going to explain what the hell that was.
Yeah, that butt dial, that was me. It wasn't a butt dial, but sadly the audio was crap. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay, you tried.
That's my uncle. I don't have very many blood relatives. He's like my actual uncle. He's my dad's brother, and he's been staying with me. And, schizophrenia is pretty hereditary, and he's schizophrenic like me, but he doesn't take his medicine. So I thought maybe one day I'll have him call in and explain better the fourth dimensional elves that he visits.
Well, you can also do sometime when you have your uncle, you can use your iPhone, or I don't know if you use Android or whatever, but I'm sure they have like a voice memo recorder, and you just get that close to him, you record it, and then you can email me whatever insanity that person is saying. I would love to hear it. I love crazy people. Next up.
Hey, this is Bonk. You mentioned...
No. Donk. Your name is Donk.
That you're wondering how it would taste like to eat ass with ranch dressing on it, and
I think that was from yesterday's episode of DV. I don't know why I was talking about ranch dressing and eating butthole, but I thought it might be a good combo.
With ranch dressing on it, and that reminded me that in prison they actually use salad dressing before they eat each other's ass, and it's called salad tossing.
Is that why it's called? Salad tossing? Is that how tossing salad got the name? It's like a prison thing. Like all they have in prison is salad dressing, and you got to mask the taste of asshole somehow. In that one prison documentary, of course, that I already mentioned this, but the guy liked to eat ass with jelly, because I think that was a condiment available in prison as well.
I read it up. I read it somewhere, but I don't know. Ask Bungie. He's the expert when it comes to prison life.
All right, I will ask him. One more here.
Jimmy Boo Henson, this is me, Shelton again.
Uh-oh.
I just want to apologize for being such a gigantic retard. Whatever.
Yeah, I didn't mention this, but on yesterday's Sideshow exclusive podcast, we mentioned that Mead, it appears, has flagged or reported one of my TikTok videos where I talk about him because he says I was bullying him. And let me just say this. You start fucking with me in the show, that's like if I were to contact the venues where you want to perform, your little coffee houses and your festivals, and let those people know, the people who are in charge of hiring the musicians, let them know that this guy wrote a song called Black Lives Splatter. He referred to Hispanic people as shit-skinned. I just read a message board post where he said that. He says lots of vile, racist things. Should I report him to these venues like he reported me? No, because I'm not a snowflake libtard like him. Are you going to keep doing that, Mead? What are you, a commie? I'm a patriot. I like the First Amendment. All I'm saying is, I can report you too, but I'm currently not doing that.
Someone who gave me the tiny thread of popularity or anyone acknowledging my existence. All fame is owed to you and the freaks.
This sounds exactly like fake Love Lady Cat Lady. You know that voice?
It was the Negro's fault.
I'm just kidding. This is Libtard Faggot.
Hey.
I know. My Mead is so impeccable.
Yeah, you got to work on that.
Yeah, Mead's a gigantic fucking asshole, and I can't even believe that he would attack you, Tim. You've given so much to him.
I know, and I'm always saying how much I actually like Mead. Despite we have fun reading his posts and stuff like that, but I actually I kind of enjoy Mead.
Also,
he's making it very difficult for me to continue supporting him on Patreon.
That fat ass Mead.
I'm like his only patron. And I just upped my my monthly pledge to him recently. And this is how he repays me? This is how he thanks me? One of his biggest fans?
To learn that the elliptical is not going to help him. It's about controlling
Good God.
Stuffs in his snout.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. But go back and listen to yesterday's Sideshow exclusive podcast. We go over the whole thing. Mead, I am willing to look the other way this one time. Let bygones be bygones. But you got to cut that shit out, man. As I said on yesterday's podcast, you have awoken the beast, the bear. You poked the bear. I will go thermonuclear. I don't want to use that option. We're all just having fun here. You're recording your songs, doing your vlogs. You want people to watch your stuff. I'm sending people your way. It's a very symbiotic relationship, if I'm using that term correctly. And I probably am not. You got a good thing going here. Let's not fuck it up. All right, that is all the time we have on this edition of the program. Why don't you guys email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-66. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God.
I am transgender. I am omniromantic, demisexual, and polyamorous.
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. Tomorrow's episode is going to be Sideshow exclusive. If you want to hear it, you got to sign up, superfreaksideshow.com. Otherwise, I'll be back one more time as we end the week with the Friday show. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
want some good toilet water.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.